Best guy on the job,
Oh,
man.
there he is. We got him. Sensitive Scalp, best guy on the job, and yours truly, Phenom here. This is the
Whoa.
5 on 5 podcast presented presented to
Okay.
you
This
by
is the episode
Nuke's
today.
Hot
Okay.
Sauce and directmusicservice.com. God, you're gonna fuck me up doing this intro. 5 on 5 is the promo code FIVEON over at both websites. Holiday times are here. Go get you some hot sauce. Go get that little DJ in the family.
Hey, did
Go give
DMC
him or her a little subscription.
do they have a little sale going on?
DMS.
They did a Black Friday DMS thing.
Okay. Okay. Well, if
What'd
you
you say,
guys missed that
DMC?
sale,
Run
they can
DMC?
just put our Run DMC, yeah.
Our code is still good. Our
Still
code
good.
is what your Black Friday discount would have been. So if you
Boom.
missed it, get on over there. I know a couple people that have recently gotten on there, and
Same.
they've stepped their game up. They've stepped their game up with edits and remixes, and we
Yeah.
like to hear that. That code's 5 on 5 FIVEON. That'll save you 30% off your first month. I would suggest getting the unlimited subscription. You can download as much as your heart desires and
Yeah.
get your crates right. We're all kind of doing different things for the holidays. I know Neek just announced that he was doing, or maybe you haven't announced it yet, that you're playing on the Strip.
Oh yeah, New Year's Eve. I will be playing Bardot at Aria.
Hey.
I haven't played there yet.
Where is that?
It's in Aria. It's like on the top floor. I think it's like it's a restaurant up there.
Oh.
Yeah.
Word. Okay.
So I want to say it's gonna be chill, but like it's New Year's Eve, and I don't know. Everything's fucked up on New Year's Eve. So
Yeah, I might send a group your way.
hey, if they can make
I
it,
got
New Year's Eve on Las Vegas Boulevard is absolutely bananas.
yeah, I got another group of people moving down there from Portland.
Okay,
so-
dope. Yeah, if they can get on Las Vegas Boulevard by 6 p.m., tell them to come my way.
Noted.
Is it free? Is your party free?
I have no
No,
idea.
$1 million.
As I literally just got booked yesterday, I have no idea what's happening. I doubt that it's free.
Yeah.
It's Las Vegas Boulevard New Year's Eve. We can get into that, but
Go ahead, let's do it. We're here.
I've worked as a busboy for 12 years now. So New Year's Eve is like absolutely insane because everybody's paying to be there and it's like high price dollars, but the strip closes at like 7 or 8 p.m. So you have to be there by like 6 p.m. or else you're not getting on. Like there's no way you're getting your car onto Las Vegas Boulevard. A lot of people will park on like Paradise and walk over and stuff like that. Or like park like at a casino like a few blocks over and walk over, but you have to be there like basically by 6 or 7. And then they don't reopen till like 2 or 3 a.m. So if you do park there, you're basically trapped there till 2 or 3. And if you don't get there beforehand, you can't get on until after 2 or 3. So it's a massive headache, which is why I'm only ever on the strip for New Year's Eve if I'm working.
I want the inside scoop from you as someone who has done years over the course of time, seeing all sorts of iterations of New Year's Eve, from being a young buck to being green in the game to being a bit older. Tell us who the best act is that you've ever seen, like while you're doing busing.
Oh wow, busing New Year's Eve or just in general?
Just in general. It could be
both.
just in general.
Go both.
Yeah, or both. Yeah.
Okay, so New Year's Eve, the bookings are usually pretty. So New Year's Eve, here's New Year's Eve. It's usually not sold out, but it's usually the highest paying night because the table minimums are through the roof.
What are we talking?
Like the absolute low end, I think one of the last New Year's Eves I've worked was like 5-6K, like absolute bottom of the barrel for the night. Like that's how low it was. And then you're looking at when tables get really expensive tables, they don't have a minimum. They give them $1 minimum because they know this person's going to spend over 10 or 15K. So we don't even give you like we're not going to hit you with you have to spend this much because we know you're going to spend who knows how many times more than that. So it's kind of rude to give like somebody who's really balling, that's like gonna go to the club and spend 50K. It's rude to give them like a minimum, like a 10K minimum. Like we expect you to spend 10K if you're gonna be here. We already know that, so we don't even bother. Here's $1 minimum. Spend what you want. But that's our most expensive night because the minimums are crazy, so the payout is better. But as far as New Year's Eve acts, I've seen Deadmau5, Calvin, Tiesto, Cascade. We've had special appearances by Celine Dion. I've seen Celine Dion singing New Year's Eve.
I'm here for that.
Which is just unreal.
She's
like in a nightclub, like his nightclub is usually just not built for live, but she's a fucking pro and just sounded incredible. She looked incredible.
Yeah, she can go anywhere and sing.
Oh my god, it was unreal. That was probably one of the biggest things I've seen New Year's Eve was Celine Dion singing. I can't remember who's DJing. It had to be one of the big ones like Calvin or something.
Did you know that was going to happen?
Oh, at this point I already knew. Oh, did I know she was coming?
Yeah.
We found out that she was going to be there.
Yeah.
I don't think we knew she was going to perform.
Yeah.
Was this before or after her residency?
Probably after. It was definitely after. She was there, and this was, it may have actually been during, like maybe towards the end of it, because I think she was out here for a long time, but it was unreal. On private events at the nightclub, I've seen like basically like some of these events will book like I've seen Chromeo perform at Omnia. Like I saw a whole Chromeo concert, so that was like my third time seeing them like in a concert, not a DJ setting. I've seen Deadmau5 probably like 10 times.
That's crazy.
I've seen.
How much is cover for this? If you're just going GA, are we looking at like
a
hundo,
dude.
2 hundo,
so,
3 hundo?
Again, this is like yeah, we're definitely looking at those kind of numbers. So like covers for guys, we're probably looking at like $200. So like when Deadmau5 was at XS the first time around, like those first couple of years, we're definitely looking at like $200 covers for GA.
Just to get in.
We're
not giving you water or anything.
No, you're just getting in the door just to get a fucking stamp.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Is it the worst of the worst people? Like New Year's Vegas, or is the clientele?
No, it's actually
it's big money.
It's the easiest night because everybody's spending big money. That's the best part about New Year's Eve, or like, New Year's Eve is the best because it's just like it's not the worst. It's the best of the best.
It's the best of the best.
Everybody's spending. The club is actually kind of thin. Like there's not a lot of GA because to be GA in the club on New Year's Eve, you got to spend crazy money. So it's mostly just tables. Like very thin crowds, but like the tables are there spending a shit ton of money.
I love that.
Also it's slow season. Like slow season is the winter in Vegas.
Yeah.
There's no reason to come out other than New Year's Eve. So we'll have like from October 31st, like from Halloween the day, like it's slow. It comes to a screeching halt until fucking March, like March Madness. And
with New Year's in between,
with New Year's right in the middle. And so New Year's is like the day where it's like, okay, we're like, here's a little bit of money to help you out in the winter. But like it's a big check. So it's usually really thin in the club. Like it's the easiest day of work. Because it's really thin, but everybody there is spending a shit ton of money. Unless you're like, no, not even. Those guys are, that's just a regular day. I was gonna say the dance floor main room guys, like, because their tables are spending 10, 20K, but that's a regular day up there.
Yeah. I wanna open this up to you guys, and I'm curious to hear what you guys would say. $5,000 spend. Who would you shell that out for New Year's Eve? What act would you be like, I can do 5 Gs with a table with my homies?
Beyonce, Michael Jackson.
Yeah. Prince. Neek say no to all of it.
I actually almost got to meet Prince. I have a terrible Prince story at Trist when I worked there at the Win. He was there at a private event, and
tell
my
you to dance,
manager and one of my friends, who's a waitress, still one of my closest friends this day, was like, Prince is here. You have to go set up his table. I'm shook. I'm 21 years old. I'm green. I'm like, oh my God. Okay, let's do this. And they see me like getting nervous, but like frantically, like getting ready to set this table. And they're like, you got to tell him. They're like, he already left. They completely played me out. Like Prince was in the building and I didn't get to bust his table. All this to say, because I've been, and it's just jaded, I know that.
Yeah.
Because I've been working in nightlife industry since I was 21 and got comped everything. And like, I'm never paying for a table. I'll pay for the tip. I'll never pay for the table. There's not a soul on the earth. Like I need to pay for a bottle.
Yeah. That's fair, but what is that $5,000 going to? Whatever we want, right?
Well, yeah.
But it's just
so here's the thing about I'll let you guys
8 people. 10 people.
So here's the thing. Okay. You get a $5,000 minimum, you're paying more than $5,000.
Oh,
yeah. Not just coming out $5,000. You got to pay tax, you got to pay gratuity, and then they hit you with the service charge. And some places on top of a service charge have a fucking venue fee.
Wait a minute, but you're not going by yourself though. You're not going by yourself.
You're going with a squad.
Yeah.
So you're coming out like really your $5,000 is looking like $7,000.
It's like maybe a rack each.
Yeah, you're looking at like a rack. You and your boys are all paying a rack each.
I got some names I would do that for.
I don't have a fucking name on the planet.
You got 4 left over. So
EDC isn't even $1,000.
No. Daft Punk.
I mean,
yeah.
I've seen Daft Punk though. You've seen Daft Punk. Would you pay $1,000 to do that again?
For New Year's, right?
For New Year's? Yeah.
New Year's Eve, Daft Punk at the club is kind of crazy.
Legendary. Yeah. I saw Justice in Chicago. I saw Justice in Chicago for New Year's Eve, and I think maybe that was 100 or 150 or something like that for GA. I was like
back in 08.
Front row. You know, it was Justice, So Me, Peanut Butter Wolf, Willie Joy. There was like 7 acts on this lineup, and you know, those certain moments are just pivotal for your life. You know, while $1,000 does seem like a lot, I think given the opportunity to see Daft Punk on New Year's, to have my own seated area where I'm not bumping into people, elbow to elbow, you know, people spilling their drink on you.
I mean, it sounds nice. It sounds.
I could see it.
The only thing is, if it costs $1,000, nobody's gonna be there. It's gonna be New Year's Eve in Vegas. It's just gonna be a bunch of people that paid $1,000, but not a lot of like fillers. So the dance floor is gonna be thin. And
I mean, you're not worried about the dance floor at this point, though.
At this point, no. It's just you and all the other fucking dickheads.
Listen. We won't have a problem filling a Daft Punk show in Vegas for their return on New Year's Eve.
No, not a chance.
For a G, people throw that. You know,
I would get. But here's the thing. Also, we have to keep in mind, since we're doing this hypothetical scenario, our 5K table is not going to be in the same room as Daft Punk. We're going to be on the terrace outside. Like, we're going to have to leave our table to go see Daft Punk and be GA in the main room.
Do you hear what I hear, head ass?
We're going to have we have a separate DJ. we got 5K. We're on the fucking terrace listening to Pookie tunes.
You're looking at the website.
He's a win DJ.
You're looking at the IG of the highlights as they're happening. Daft Punk's in the building, and you're like, man, so am I, but I don't see.
So am I, but we're there was one time ever where they had I can't remember which DJ it was. I think it was Steve. I want to say it was Steve Aoki, but they had no, it had to have been a New Year's Eve where we had Steve Aoki for New Year's. Either Steve or I don't remember who it was, but we had a screen on the terrace, and they were they were forwarding the music from the main room, and they had a screen
Hell
on the DJ.
no.
I've never seen that. We've never done that. We did that one time.
Yo, I'd be hot if I was watching the show on the screen.
All bundled up. And it's usually sponsored by some sort of like liquor company.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
So we always have it's for the last 2 years it was Avion, and they gave us blankets and scarves. So we would give blankets and scarves to the tables.
Oh my
Jesus.
god. Yo, that's rough. I don't
Imagine you pay $5K, you're thinking,
5K
because you got
for
to
a
think,
Smirnoff.
you got to think we're never like, they don't tell you. They're just like, look, the lowest we can get you is in for is 5K. They don't tell you you're going to be outside.
Right.
In the parking lot.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, they're just like, the absolute lowest I can do for you, 6K for you and your 5 friends. If you add 5 more, we have to add 5 more K. And they're just like, oh my God. All right, cool. Like we've been saving up all year. We got our host. I mean, you're from the middle of the country. You don't know anybody in Vegas. You just call the club and get in touch with one of their hosts, you don't know. And so you just end
they
up
just fleece you.
They fleece you. And so now like you've been saving up all year, like me and the boys, we're dropping $1,000. We're going to the club, and
in the
sticks, boy, watching the TV.
Now you can't bail out. You can't bail out of that.
No.
You cannot show up
when you're
for
there.
sure. People don't show up. People don't show up. People get their things, and then like they get walked to the table, and they'll be like, "Nah." I've seen it before where they walk to the table and just been like, "Nah," and they're like, "Well, we got to charge you cover then."
200
like
each.
Some people will think like, "Oh, like I'll get walked to the table and then just say, no, I'm not paying the minimum. Now I'm already in the club," and the host will be like, "No, we got to. If you're not paying, you got to pay cover."
That's not as bad of a deal, though. I don't mind that. Seeing the table that they're setting you at if you don't know, and then being like, all right, cool, we just got to flex you for GA.
Mm-hmm.
That's not as bad.
And
then you're dropping 200 for Daft Punk.
Then you're GA.
You get walked in.
Yeah, you get walked in. That's kind of like on a night like New Year's Eve. That's not the worst. I mean, it's probably, you're looking at like 500 for cover, like low key. But it's not 200, but it's still less than the 1,000, 1,500 you would have spent on your share for the table.
They hit you with that scammer's fee, extra double GA.
You're paying for drinks, and drinks are fucking mad expensive.
What, 30 a drink?
A vodka Red Bull will definitely run you like $25, $30 at the club.
I mean, still seems like the better deal.
But yeah, it's you're paying for the convenience when you have a table. You're not paying for. It's not a like.
No, but what I'm saying,
it's not a financially responsible decision.
But you're still paying for the convenience to get walked in.
See, that's fire, because you're usually in the shorter line. That's like a good way to maybe try and skip the line. Look, we're gonna get in so much trouble if people actually do this.
Yeah, I got a table.
Like, I'm wondering, because they bring you up to the front, and I'm wondering if they'll be like, "Oh, you didn't want to pay for your table." They'll probably throw your ass back in line, low key.
Yeah,
I could see that, where they're like, "Oh, like we're not gonna let you just get in the club," like, because they walk them to the front, so they're probably like, "You got to get in that line."
That's such a shiesty move.
Because I would be pissed. You know what? That's what I would. I think that's more likely. The more I'm thinking about it,
yeah.
Because if I was a host and I'm making a commission off this sale, and you bail, I'm not gonna hook you up by just being like, "Yeah, here you go, guys, pay the cover." See you like. Yeah. Get your ass in that GA line that's going all the way out the door.
Out the door.
The GA line like wraps around the building and it goes outside.
What time do they line up for that?
New Year's Eve or just like a busy night?
New Year's Eve.
New Year's Eve, they get there pretty fucking early because like I said, we have to be there at like 6 p.m.
What is it? Doors at 8?
Doors are probably at like 8 or 9. That's the other thing. It opens early.
It's a long
Doors are like at
time.
9. Yeah.
Yeah.
The club opens early, so we're really just sitting around. They don't line up. Nobody's lined up at that early because I don't think anybody knows the club, because there's been nights at every venue I've worked at where it's like we're just standing there for 2 hours until people show up. Because you got to think, it's New Year's Eve. They're already on the strip. They spent the bread to get this table. They're going to dinner. Yeah, they're going like they're getting pre-drinks somewhere. They're getting ready. They're not fucking ready to go at 9 p.m. They're ready to go at like 10 or 11.
But here's the thing. How much is the promoter getting off of the table?
So that's usually where the venue and the service fee comes in. They get their cut through whatever that is.
How much is the
And then a
promoter
lot of the
getting?
times, a lot of people think that they have to tip their host, which is customary. You still tip your host,
Right.
but it's already auto-graded on the check. I don't know what the percentage is. It's different per venue, and also I think it's different per because there's different types of hosts. There's like levels. There's like senior hosts and stuff like that, junior hosts, and they like it levels up.
How much would that promoter be making off of GA then?
They don't make any off GA.
So it's better in everybody's favor for this person
the venue
to look at this table and say no.
Because the host is different. Like the position, yeah, it's different.
Hey, don't start this movement.
I mean, okay.
It's better,
the peeping Tom movement.
Hey, I'd be so surprised if I started a revolution off of this.
The promoter
the have a look movement.
Because there's like street promo and stuff like that. So the promoting position is a little bit different in Vegas, where it's not like there's one promoter. Like I know after these last 2 years of like traveling around with you guys, I've noticed the job of the promoter is different at these smaller places, where it's like it's usually just one guy and his job is to promote this venue. So he goes out and he gets his network of people to come, and anybody that comes through, he's getting credit for. But in Vegas, their sole purpose is to sell tables, because these venues sell themselves. Like, I don't need you to pull your network to get people inside of Excess or Omnia or Hakkasan. I need you to sell bottles, and you're going to get credit for the bottles that they buy. You know what I mean? So the minimum.
I get what you're saying.
But I hear what you're saying too. Like, as it's not beneficial for us, like the staff, because bottle sales equates more money. It's a higher margin. Because I don't make money as a busser. I don't make money from GA. The bar staff does, because they're making money on the bar. But the table, like the bottles, I don't. How does that help?
But see, that promoter is gonna go back outside and hustle a table, though.
He's gonna try and hustle a table, but like getting a 5K and something you just hustle off the street.
That's tough, yeah, because that's somebody's
something
entire
you have like a clientele for that.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I mean? Like these, you can get like on a regular night to mosey a fucking table up off the street, like that's tough.
So then nobody would even be coming in and doing that then, because that's
nobody's really like just yanking people off the street and be like, yo, we're gonna be at Omnia tonight, 5K table, and then okay, like with their fucking Fat Tuesday drink in their hand. Like that's not at all.
Maybe a rack or something like
you
that.
You catch these guys at another club. You know, you're at Wet Republic, you see them spending money at a table already. You build clients that they've been to Vegas before, they're already your client. Like, and these are people with rapport who, when money like that is going to, or they find you really, if you're a fucking party guy with money, you find a host.
But wait, who is that person that's going to be walking into the club just looking at a table and saying no then?
Those are usually the people that have their first time. They don't know any better. It doesn't happen a lot. It doesn't. I've seen it throughout the years. Throughout the 12 years I've done it, I've maybe seen it like 5 or 6
So if
times.
it doesn't happen a lot, then it's beneficial for everybody then, right?
It's beneficial that they don't, because nobody makes money when they do that.
That's some scammer
The only
shit.
person it's beneficial for, I don't even think that's beneficial for the person that does it, because now they got to get in line. There's a really
I'm
good
not
chance
saying to kick it back in line. No.
Oh, yo,
I'm not saying that
I
scenario.
don't think
you have to
be
ask
like,
ahead of time. Be like, hey, are you gonna walk me in?
I really don't think. I don't think they get walked in the club and they're like, pay me the cover. And
Neek,
then you're
look,
good to go.
I'm just trying to find every angle that I can to help our listening audience and everybody
Ralph
that's
Cramden
watching on
New Year's
YouTube.
Eve. you can finesse your way into a nightclub for New Year's Eve.
And if you're watching on YouTube, go ahead and hit the like, hit the subscribe, and ding the bell to be notified every time we drop a podcast.
It's just that easy.
Let's go.
It's just that easy.
This has got to be painful to listen to.
Somebody's gonna do it though. I invite somebody to do it if you hear from us.
And please let us know.
For me.
Please let us know. We
let
will
them know
have
Neek
you as a
Lopez
guest on the
sent you.
show.
I'm about to do a lot of editing on this episode.
That's such a Ralph Cramden move to be like,
Oh,
no, I don't
100%.
like the table. Let me just, I'll come in though. What's your cheapest deal on GA?
Yeah.
We got a 2 for
Like
1.
200
He's
Yeah.
like, I'm
200
already
bucks
in
each, you
here.
fucking
So
idiot.
what kind of deal can you give me?
This that Pawn Stars head ass coming in.
You know what's crazy about cover charges too? Is it fucking changes throughout the night. That's why people will be like, how much is
Right.
cover tonight? I'm like, I don't fucking know. Like when we started, it was 200, but by midnight it's fucking 5. I don't
Between
know.
$10 and $10,000.
I have no idea what cover is. So the host really could just say any fucking number.
Here's the real crux of it though.
Let's go.
New Year's starts too early. We can all agree on that. Everybody's going at 8 p.m.
Yeah.
And you're like, as the DJ, you're like, the first 4 hours are fucking bullshit, really. It's all about that big pop. Maybe 11 to midnight. It's kind of good. You know, that's
11 to
good.
midnight is crazy. That's when
Yeah.
everybody's like, I need to have a drink in my hand.
But 8 to 11, you're like looking around, you know, like people are getting sorted. It's a lot of quiet chatter, you know.
Yeah, it's a lot of I don't know about tonight.
There's no dancing.
There's
There's a whole lot of I don't know
dancing.
about tonight. It might not
Yeah.
be good.
Yeah.
But then 11 o'clock hits and it's like crazy.
Yeah. But with New Year's, people don't dance. And as the DJ, you don't want to blow your load early.
Correct.
And play some hot shit in the first 3 hours, but you still got to play the hot shit.
Yeah.
You know,
No.
it's that
Yeah.
paradox where you're like, I got to keep them interested. They just dropped $200 just to be in here.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but I don't want to go all out because after midnight I got to keep them.
Yeah.
So
This is
it's a very steep mountain going up to midnight, and you're like, oh, cool, the ball dropped, we're good. It's midnight, and then the mountain gets even steeper after midnight because you got to keep them there.
Yeah, at what point? Because now I'm trying to think like, again, I'm always working from this is my first New Year's Eve gig, so I'm
Yeah.
like trying to figure out what this, and it's a 5-hour thing, so I'm like,
That's a long time.
See,
that extra
here's
hour,
the
dude.
thing too. I know I see a lot in Portland. I don't know how it is in Vegas, but in Portland, after midnight, you get a whole different crowd of people that were at the other party.
Right.
Your party.
Right.
So then
Yeah.
that's a whole different beast.
Do
Wow.
you run it back? You run these songs back? Because
I mean,
you could.
You can.
Good.
Yeah. You said
That's
you
crazy.
can, but you're already up here.
I try not to. I try so hard not to. And I remember one year I was playing downtown and it was decent. It wasn't incredible.
Yeah.
So I just got fucking drunk. And I was like, we're gonna go. This was probably my first or second year that I lived here in Portland.
Okay.
I think it was maybe my first year. And by the end of the night, I was playing instrumentals and having people freestyle.
That's
You know,
fantastic.
it's like because it's not gonna 1 to 2 because we close at 2 out here in Portland.
Right.
1 to 2 is no man's land
Yeah.
because everybody's gone hard since 8 p.m. You know,
so everybody's just trashed and you're about to close.
yeah, you know, the staff already got the champagne passed out. We did the whole thing. We did the countdown, blah, 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 blah. But that 1 to 2, nobody even knows they're there. You know, they're in the building. They don't know they're there.
Here's my thing. Here's my paradox. I'm slotted to close at I'm done at 1 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
So I only have an hour after midnight. Like, so that's like the power hour where I
Right.
just bang the gong and I'm unplug the mic, throw the guitar and run out the exit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to figure out what that last hour is going to look like.
Just
Really,
man.
not even that last hour, that last 2 hours. So 11 to 12, 12 to 1, I think are going to be the most important. Like
Well,
11
11 to 12 is the build up.
11 to 12 is like EDC, but then midnight is that big boom. But what people don't talk about is that song after the ball drop.
It's
That's what I'm like.
That
What do I play?
first song
It is
after
the
the ball
key.
drop is even bigger than the ball drop.
it's
And I'm
the
thinking,
key.
I'm wondering also, do I have to play a countdown, or are they gonna do a countdown? So now I got to figure this out.
You got to play a countdown. There's
Oh,
there's nobody else. There's no other DJ gonna play it.
Just cue it up to whatever's on the screen.
That's
my
a
God.
tough one too.
It is tough.
That's a tough one
I
It
gotta
too.
is
have
tough
2 points
because
for
it's
every
never
second
on.
just to get it
No,
right.
no.
1, 5, 4, 3, 6, 5, 4.
1. It's
10,
I fucked up.
5.
I fucked up a countdown before.
Oh,
I
yeah.
fucked up a countdown before where I was just a little bit behind the video.
It always happens.
Where my 6 was their 4.
Right.
And it was like just a little bit off. But people don't care.
Nah.
No one's gonna. Here's the joy of it all. No one's gonna go back and be like, "Man, New Year's Eve 2023, Neek Lopez really bruised the countdown." Really?
But the countdown is all audio, anyways. Like that. It's audio.
unless it's video. See, because that's what I had to do for years was the video screen matching up with it. So I would say set that computer clock to the second. That's the first move. That's the DJ tip. Okay,
Right.
Your computer clock always needs to have the second listed on the clock for New Year's Eve.
Yeah.
That's day one stuff. Day two, you got to talk to you got to talk to your video guy and have some sort of correspondence because you can't be left in the woods with him going on his own mission for this countdown.
Correct.
He can't be hitting you with the 10 when you're not at the 10.
Correct.
You know, because then it just
I'm playing
gets
at
wild.
see, I'm not even playing a club. I'm playing a restaurant. So this is. But
That's
I hear
even- actually, that's even
we
better,
still
though.
need to give these tips out.
That's
Yeah.
even better.
Yeah.
Yeah,
less
I'm
pressure.
like the pressure is going down and down for me,
Yeah.
which I'm like stoked for.
It's
Yeah.
less pressure.
And day 3 is this. You need to have a big song coming out of the gate after your New Year's Eve ball drop song. If you're going big for that, you need to double the energy for the next song.
What are we thinking, guys? Pitbull?
Pitbull
Bad
it
Bunny?
is. Pitbull it is.
I mean, Bad Bunny might be it, to be honest with
I'm
you.
gonna do ABBA again. Gimme. I'm also playing a disco party on New Year's, so it's
Where you
like
at?
I was like, dude.
Kimpton.
I was like, that's
Kimpton.
great, but what?
Riverfront.
That's so sick, man. That's way cooler than what the
Riverfront.
fuck
Yeah, hotel.
I think of where that is, though. Is that over by my place?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Where are you at?
South Waterfront.
No, where are you for New Year's Eve? No, I know where you
no.
live.
Where you live?
I know where you-
What's your address?
What's your street name? Lil Marco.
Little Marco Polo.
Yeah.
No, I'm in Austin. I don't have any plans yet to play, so I'm just in Austin with the fam. So we'll see what happens.
Do you like taking New Year's off? Because there's two ways. There's two ways to go about it. It's the DJ that's like, yo, this is a big bag, or I don't even want to deal with it.
I've
Or
gotten
in
the
between.
bag. I've gotten the bag for so many years that I'm just like, I just want to enjoy it for once.
But you work a lot though too, to where it all kind of makes sense.
That too, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm doing corporate gigs too, corporate holiday parties. That's gonna offset that price too.
That's the
Also,
best.
Yeah.
Offset.
That's
I'll take off.
That's the way to go about it.
Yeah.
That's really the way to go about it, where you stack it up, that schedule so heavy, you could be in bed by midnight.
Oh,
You could be in bed by 10 p.m.
100%.
It's the best, bro.
You know?
Like counting down.
But I
Unless you're
won't be
actually
because I'll be in
celebrating.
Austin. So I'll have that 2 hours ahead. You know,
Are you going to be in the streets? You're going to go out.
I won't be in the streets. I'll probably be in the streets.
Yeah.
It's either going to be Austin, Dallas, or Houston. That's where I'll be. So
Houston, Atlanta, Vegas.
in the Bermuda Triangle of Texas.
Yeah.
Nick, I'm so glad you brought up that Drake reference because
Segway Kings, let's go, man. Come on,
we got
go ahead,
a
look at
little
this.
something.
Look at
We got a
this,
little
man.
something.
Let's
We
go.
got a little something to talk about here, Mr. Lopez. Neek was so hesitant to post his fantasy festival lineup with the Spotify app
Oh, because of
and
Drake.
Drake was on there.
Drake was on there. You know what's crazy? I was looking at these things and I was like, what the fuck are these fantasy? Fred Again is on there too, and I don't listen to Fred Again. I think I think it's like a recently listened to thing.
Okay.
So like the Drake album dropped. Of course I listened to it, but like it wasn't on repeat.
You know what?
Right.
I didn't even
I just
do
had to
one
get through the whole album.
just so I could do it on the pod.
Yeah, do it. Fire it up.
Yeah. Okay. Hold up.
Yeah.
Keep
So
talking, Neek.
so it was not a full Drake takeover this year.
I think the Fest app thing is your most recently listened to music.
Yeah.
Because like Fred Again keeps showing up on my whenever he releases something, it shows up as like new release, Fred Again.
What is the website?
So instafest.app.
Okay.
It's great. I'm sure they're probably taking your data and putting it wherever they want, but
Probably.
So like
So sign in with
yeah, and then you sign
Spotify.
in, yeah.
Oh, they got
so,
Apple too.
Oh yeah, I didn't even know that.
So here's mine. Steve Lacy, Harry Styles, and Blood Orange are the headliners for the 3 days.
Mine's pretty much
Mine is
everything that I
Larry
listen
June,
to.
Devin Morrison, and Jay-Z.
Okay. So
It's so funny. Mine cracks me up. Okay, let's do this. Colin.
Yeah.
We're all gonna do our Thursdays.
Okay.
Colin, do your Thursday.
Wait, mine says Sunday, Monday, Tuesday.
Mine has Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
Okay,
I'm
Thursday,
surprised. Friday, Saturday.
My festival's going on a Tuesday, which is
Mine starts December 1st, though. Mine starts today.
Okay.
Mine ended yesterday.
Oh, you know what? It changes. It's the date. Okay. I got you. So day one, we'll say.
All right. Day one, I have Steve Lacy headlining with Skrillex opening for him. Opening for Skrillex is Bob Dylan. Opening for Bob Dylan is Cal Tater, Bruno Mars, Calvin Harris, Electric Light Orchestra, Duran Jones and the Indications. Shout out to Indianapolis. Shout out to Indiana. David Gray, who's back on stage to do Babylon. Idols is playing right before David Gray, so that's going to be a complete clear out of that. And then David Gray goes on. Before that, Discovery. And then Dire Straits is opening the day. A small band named Dire Straits.
Dire Straits. Start us off.
What do you got, Neek?
My headliner is Larry June. Opening for Shaka Ken, Steve Lace.
Oh, hold up. Which one are you doing? Are you doing the last 4 weeks, last 6 months?
The first
or all time.
Oh, I didn't know you could adjust it.
I didn't either.
Oh, okay. So I think it starts off as last 6 months.
4 weeks is where it starts.
That's what I did then.
See, this makes sense. I didn't even know that. Okay. This is why it's wild. But anyways, Larry June is the headliner. Shaka Ken, Steve Lacy, the Jackson 5, Danger Mouse, Sammy Deuce, the Beatnuts, Pat Div, Joey Badass, Fear, Cookin' Soul, and Gucci Mane.
Oh,
actually,
I'm not mad at that.
I don't listen to Gucci. I was having a conversation with somebody about Gucci, and I went back and listened to Trap House, I think is the name of the album, his first one. That's
all the Gucci.
That's all the Gucci I've listened to recently. Like that song is crazy. Like I mean, that album is so silly.
I don't hate that lineup.
What's your lineup, Trav? Your first day?
So my first day is I'm gonna start off as the with the openers.
Oh, you're gonna go open to close.
Yeah, we're gonna go opening to close. Tank. Tank is opening.
Wow.
Tank is opening with Maybe I Deserve. After Tank, we have LF System.
Sick.
Brent Fayez.
If you love Tank, wait till you hear LF System.
This one gets really weird, okay? Florida State University Marching Band.
What?
I don't know.
Somebody
After
bailed
them,
and we put them on.
after them is Bryson Tiller. Uh, then after Tiller is DJ 809, Jersey DJ.
Sick.
After him is the Clemson University Marching Band.
What?
You know
My
what?
dude's just playing
It's
fight
because
songs.
it's
Don't
because
even
I
explain. Don't even explain. I don't
okay.
even want an explanation.
All right, we won't.
I don't even want an explanation. Don't. Yeah.
After them is Super Soul. After them is Drake. After Drake is Burna Boy, and then headlining is Jay-Z.
All right, so
that's today.
everybody has to come give us 3 fucking left field acts at your festival now, because I don't want to go through every day. I feel like that's
Okay.
boring. So let's come up with 3 like what the fucks after that. You start, Colin.
I have Jack Johnson.
Oh,
right
dude, same.
Right
Nice.
after Toro, which is, I could see that. It's not like totally outlandish. I have the Beach Boys opening for Blood Orange, which is fucking nuts to think about. And then the last what the fuck is that same day I have Beyonce playing after Fred again on the bottom tier. Like 1 p.m. Beyonce set, like in the small font. Like, just to put it in perspective, Beyonce's name couldn't be any smaller here. At the bottom.
With Blood Orange headlining that.
Yeah, well, they put Fred again neck and neck with Beyonce. They're like, I don't know who should open the day. It could be Beyonce, it could be Fred again. And then the Rapture plays after Beyonce. I don't even know. What do you guys got?
You go ahead, Trav, because mine's basically the same thing.
I mean,
with Smashing Pumpkins on there.
I guess my most left field one might be CCR.
Sick.
That's dope.
Because they're going after Jeezy and before Salt.
Nice.
Yeah.
I have Smashing Pumpkins and Queens of the Stone Age.
That works.
Like on my dad rock shit. Limp Bizkit is on here. And then Beach Boys and Yeet, I think, are probably some left fields.
Nice.
Let's do our all-time. Let's go back to the app and go to the all-time. Just because I'm curious, I think this will be the truest representation of us.
Okay, this is real.
This is much more.
This is much more like, this speaks more to my personality.
What do you got, Neek?
Headliners only?
Sure.
Prince, Vampire Weekend, Steve Lacy.
Great festival. I have Tame Impala, Rolling Stones, and Jimi Hendrix hologram set. We're doing the best we can with what we're given here.
What you got, Trav?
First night Jay-Z, second night Drake, third night Brian McKnight.
What? My dude loves.
Hey, that's
Brian
my listening
McKnight.
habits too. That is actually my listening habits.
That is so funny. It's crazy because I've noticed this about myself. I really do just be listening to like 1 or 2 playlists, like by default.
Yeah.
Right.
Like when shit hits, like I just throw on Neat's pick when I'm not thinking. It's the same 400 songs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's it. That is.
I got Brian McKnight after West Side Gun.
West Side Gun opening.
That's
you ready for Brian
New Year's
McKnight?
after
Boom,
New
boom,
Year's.
boom, boom, boom.
Listen, I got Joey Negro opening for that last day. After him is Conway the Machine.
I got the Beatles opening up for Steve Lacy.
At the beginning of the day?
Yo.
Beatles?
No. They're right before Steve Lacy.
Oh. I
I actually like
have
that.
the door. I have the
Bob Marley and
doors.
the Wailers are opening up my last day.
Mine is Blood Orange opening for Bee Gees.
Nice.
West Side Gun is on mine too, though, Trav.
I like that. Good.
He's opening up for Chicago.
Let's see.
Oh, hell
let's
yeah.
see. Let's see the overlap here. Do we all have Stevie Wonder on the lineup?
Yes,
I
have
do
Stevie
not.
Wonder on mine. He's
No.
on my first day, third line.
I have Harry Styles opening for Stevie, who's opening for The Weeknd.
Ooh,
Tyler the
nice.
Creator is opening up for Stevie on mine.
I do not
Oh,
have
that's a good
Tyler on
one.
mine.
Do we all have Doobie Brothers?
I have Tyler. I don't have
Don't.
Doobies.
Do we all have Drake?
We all,
We all have Drake, right? Ooh,
I do not have Drake on mine.
Because we're looking at all time, right?
All time.
Yeah.
Okay.
I do not have Drake on mine.
I got Usher.
I
had Usher
either.
on my. Where did I have Usher?
Oh, I got The Weeknd.
Oh, I do have Drake. I have Drake.
Oh, okay. It's so small, huh?
I have Drake opening for Led Zeppelin.
Sick.
I do not have Drake or Usher on mine, but Usher was on my. I think he was on my Wrapped, or he was on my last 6 weeks or whatever, my last 4 weeks.
Y'all got The Weeknd?
I have The Weeknd.
I do not have The Weeknd. I have Vampire Weekend. In my free time, I'm not listening to Usher or The Weeknd.
You're not?
Skrillex?
Kanye West is on mine.
Same here.
Kanye didn't make mine.
He's
Kanye is on mine. He's very small.
Same. I have Steve Lacy opening for Kanye.
I have a lot of like overlapping compilation albums. Like I have like Dreamville, but then I also have Earth Gang and J. Cole.
So it's like big groups.
It's
Yeah.
like a label festival.
Right.
Yeah. This is
I have Young Stoner Life too.
Dreamville
To
Festival.
them all.
Yeah. I love the fact that last thing you need is Young Money, and then it'll really be a festival.
Oh yeah, exactly.
I love that you have the marching bands performing.
I have the marching bands performing.
You know what? That's actually I'm laughing at it because it just sounds there's 2 of them, but I know it's just
Actually there was more than
music.
that though.
There's more than that. You just were
There
being
ended up
modest.
being more than that. I had Florida State, Clemson, Auburn.
Do you play gigs like where you have to play these?
No, so that was from.
Now I want the explanation.
So I had to do that UCLA Donors gig, that Nike UCLA Donors gig. So I played UCLA's fight song.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's all I was like, you're playing fight songs, obviously.
But I don't understand how the other ones.
How it end up on your Spotify.
I did not
you
listen
played it
to
that
them.
much. That's so
Hey, I wanna hear about you guys' Spotify Wrapped. Now go over to that now.
Oh,
all right.
these are so dumb.
Because we're just gonna do the top 5 artists.
Yeah, let's
And
just
then,
do that.
And then how many minutes you've listened. Let's get
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, because I was gonna say nobody wants to hear about Wrapped.
No. But top
Nobody
5.
even wants to see me post it, and I still post it.
What do you got?
I have to pull it up. Is there a way to do this faster? Because I'm just
Yeah,
looking at the
is there?
slideshow.
I think just when you go to Spotify and go to it, it should be right at the front there on the first page.
All right. Well, I can.
On the home page. I'll share mine while you guys are pulling it up.
Yeah. Oh, here we go. Top songs.
Top artists is.
Where do you see that at, Neek?
Well, I see this.
I have to go through the.
I'm gonna just go through the slide.
Okay. God, sorry, come.
Top
Old man.
artist, Harry Styles at number 1.
Yes.
This is not surprising. I was in the top 5 in the United States listeners to Harry Styles this year. I will wear that badge with honor. Steve Lacy, Blood Orange, Khruangbin, and The Weeknd, which is kind of surprising, kind of not surprising. I put up almost 16,000 minutes on Spotify this year, so I'm curious to see where you guys are at.
I know I posted mine. I don't know why this is giving me a hard time.
Top artist of the year was Drake. I was top 15% in that one.
Damn. I mean, he just dropped, so.
Yeah, he had 2 albums. Okay, so number one artist Drake, number two Calvin Harris, number three DJ Khaled, number four LMA, and number five is Yo Gotti.
Mm. LMA.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I haven't heard that name in a minute.
Love
Yeah.
that album. Love that album. I had that album on repeat.
When did that come out?
Earlier this year, like May, maybe even April. Produced by Mustard.
Where would you put it in albums of the year for you?
Not up there. Not up there as album of the year. It's just one of those albums where I just really love Mustard on R&B beats, and she just fits that so well. It's like listening to Aaliyah on Timberland beats.
My top number one, Pusha T, 2, Larry June, 3, Steve Lacy, 4, Kendrick Lamar, and 5, Dijon.
Oh,
I don't.
Shout out Gwen. Gwen loves Dijon.
I did not think I was listening to that much Kendrick Lamar. What happened? Why is Kendrick Lamar on here? He dropped, right?
Right.
Well, we talked about that album.
We talked about that album, so it's probably what I was listening to it the most.
Yeah.
That's
you know what? I was listening to that when it dropped. I did listen to that album on repeat. Pusha T, I know I listened to a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Larry June, I've been listening to nonstop this year. Dijon, I loved. Okay, so that makes sense. This checks out.
Not Honey Dijon.
No, just Dijon.
Just regular Dijon. No honey. No honey.
Dijon, no honey. No Abby either. Shout out to Abby Dijon.
So what are we saying is album of the year?
I don't know.
Harry's House?
I like that album. I'm not giving it album of the year. I didn't like it that much.
Midnight, Taylor?
But I would vote Harry Styles because I know everybody loved that album.
It's so good.
Wait, what are the
As it was?
What are the Grammy album of the years right now?
Oh, we should have an answer, right?
Silk Sonic.
Didn't they pull out?
They pulled out.
But would it have been album of the year? Probably.
I like the way they pulled out. They just said,
would you give it an album of the year? By the way,
did Bad Bunny's album drop this year?
Yeah,
it did.
I think so.
Bad Bunny gets album of the year.
Yeah. King's Disease 3 is really good.
What's that?
Nas.
Oh, Nas.
I'm sure that's really great. I haven't listened to that yet.
Oh.
I heard the single and was like, holy shit.
It might be my favorite Nas album.
He's got that song with 21. That's the big one right now.
Yeah, that's a big one.
Oh, Beyonce?
Renaissance?
Oh, yeah. Renaissance.
According to albumoftheyear.org, Gabriel's Angels and Queens Part 1 is number 1.
Mm-hmm.
Followed by Black Country New Road, Ants from Up There. I don't know any of these. Number 3 is Kardashev, Liminal Right.
Wait a minute, what are you reading from?
Albumoftheyear.org.
Oh, I'm talking Grammys, my guy. What are we nominated in Grammys?
I don't know. I'm trying to do a number crunch right now.
I'm gonna say Harry for album of the year, but I could see if it goes to Beyonce.
Yeah.
Has this happened yet? Because this is November. Who won? Why am I looking at?
They haven't done the Grammys yet.
Oh, so I'm looking at the nominations.
Yeah.
Record of the year. No, that's just one song. We want album. Here we go. Album of the year. John Batiste. We Are. It says winner.
Wait a minute. Grammys passed? Are we that bad?
Are we fucking
Grammys passed already?
It show rules.
Hold up.
The John Batiste apparently won.
Album of the year.
Wait a minute. No. That's last year.
Sunday, February 5th. Yeah, that's last year.
Yeah. Because I remember when he won. Everybody was like, "Who?"
2023 nominations are officially here. Here we go. Yeah, this is. It still says winner. I don't know what's going on here. This is GrammyAwards.com. Grammy.com is being very odd.
No.
Yeah, because Montero is on here. Evermore.
Okay, so I
Donda.
All
This is
right,
got
last
here,
year.
record
I
of the
got
year.
30 by
Record
Adele.
of the year is the single though.
I got
Oh,
album
yeah.
of the year. I got album of the year nominations. 30 by Adele, Brandy Carlisle, In These Silent Days, Beyonce, Renaissance, Bad Bunny.
That's it.
That's it.
I'm voting Bad Bunny.
Yeah, I'll go Bad Bunny.
I mean, I want to go Beyonce, but Bad Bunny's probably gonna win it.
That's where I'm at. Like, I would love to go Beyonce. I like that album, but
Okay, here you go, Colin. Song of the year: "Break My Soul," Beyonce. Bonnie Raitt, "Just Like That." Harry Styles, "As It Was." Lizzo, "About Damn Time."
Harry,
Yeah.
easily. But I got record of the year, and this is what that looks like. Hold up.
I think about
Break
Damn
My
Time.
Soul, Doja Cat, Woman, Harry Styles, As It Was, Brandy Carlisle and Lucius, You and Me on the Rock,
Mhm.
Lizzo, About Damn Time, ABBA, Don't Shut Me Down, Steve Lacy, Bad Habit, Adele, Easy on Me, Mary J, Good Morning Gorgeous, or Kendrick, The Heart Part 5.
Damn, I love the Heart Part 5.
There's three. Yeah, the Heart's great. Obviously, I'm a huge Steve Lacy fan. I want to say Steve. The Lizzo, I think it's between Lizzo and Harry Styles.
Yeah. I mean, I would go Lizzo, Harry Styles, or Break My Soul.
I don't think Break My Soul is.
Was it all right? I want to ask Travis first. Was Break My Soul a cold reception?
No.
No.
No, I don't think it was cold. I just think I don't think non-black audiences liked it as much as we did.
It's very very specific to dance music fans.
Yes.
Like classic dance music fans, because these young,
Yes.
like snobby dance music fans are like, don't like that Beyonce made like a classic house song
Right.
for some reason.
Right. But they love the people on the production.
But they love the people on the production. They
Yeah.
don't know it.
Yeah.
That's the part that's driving me nuts. Is there's been like, well, not anymore, but when it first happened, there was a lot of like anti-Beyonce rhetoric from like EDM fans.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And it's like, actual people were saying that actual dance music producers are getting shoved aside for Beyonce, and it's like, you guys know Beyonce didn't produce this. Like Honey Dijon and a bunch of other dance acts produced this. Like it's legit. And I think the ignorance of that has gotten in the way of the success of the song. Not in the way of the success. It's successful, but
Right.
in the way of the reception for
Mhm.
more people, because dance music fans are snobby.
Why is that?
Well,
Why are dance
um,
music fans snobby?
I think
Because go
specifically
ahead.
about I think specifically about the Beyonce thing, I think it's just flat out racism. I just think they're racist. I think people are just more concerned that like Beyonce, who's typically an R&B singer and still is, like, she's not doing R&B. I just think seeing her on a dance chart pisses people off because they're so used to seeing their white DJ counterparts,
Even though it came from.
even though it's black music. So why not make? And it's not like she's making contemporary dance music. It's very much like classical dance music, like the OG dance music from the 80s. At least that's what the homage sounds like. And then like on certain songs on the record, it's like very much like disco. It's like Giorgio Moroder, like I Feel Love.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's because it's that, but it's also because it's doesn't have those drops that the dance music kids
That
love.
too.
And that's what I
There are
mean. Like
no
it's very
drops.
much like classic house.
Yeah.
Like it's
Mhm.
not
Yeah.
like contemporary house where it's like
Mhm.
like
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like
it doesn't have all that bullshit.
those festival kids are only with you if it drops.
Mm-hmm.
If it doesn't
Which is
have a drop,
crazy to me that it's still like that. Like the only group of the only fan base that isn't like that now is like minimal house and techno.
right.
Mm-hmm.
And
Even
like 'cause
techno
techno
is like,
drops these days.
yeah, you know, it's so minimal where it's just like, but you know, if we look at these 1001 track lists and all that stuff, the clips are only the drops in
Always,
techno
yeah.
and dance
Right.
music and everything, and it's like, I get it. You know, there's a lot of in between time in a DJ set, in a house music DJ set, in a dance music DJ set, where we're just riding the beat. You
Mhm.
know, we're giving you 2 minutes of that vibe, then you get the drop, and then another 2 minutes after that, and then we're mixing in something else. You know,
Mhm.
Yeah.
these festival kids and the ravers and all of that cannot resonate with this music because it's only pop to them.
Mm-hmm.
No matter what name you put on it, no matter what production you put on it, even the production from Honey Dijon has little to no overlap with the festival crowd, unless
very
they
true.
are house.
It's house heads. Because
You
Honey
know.
Dijon's popping, but it's not. I hear what you're saying. I hear what you're
Yeah. And so I think that the only way that it would have crossed over is with a Fred Again or a Skrillex or someone like that, where
But
those
even
kids
Fred
have
again doesn't
no
even
choice.
do.
Fred Again's the biggest name in dance music right now.
Yeah, he doesn't even do drops.
1000%.
I don't know. It's like a it's this weird thing where we don't know what's gonna sell
Yeah.
anymore. You know?
I'm not even. Yeah, I feel so disconnected because like we all talked about this. Like I like Fred again, but I'm not like playing him out or anything.
Oh, I am.
I'm not. I like Jungle was cool, but I don't think I could play.
When that drops, when
Yeah,
that
that does have a
finally
drop.
drops,
And that
when
has
that
dropped
come-
too.
when that comes out like an official, because England just used it for their TikTok.
I've
And
been
that's-
playing. Wait, it
Oh
hasn't.
yeah, because we talked about Jungle for a minute. We talked about Jungle a minute ago.
Yeah, that song's out.
Jungle's not out yet.
Jungle's on
not.
Spotify.
Yeah, and Jungle's on BPM Supreme.
Jungle's out. I think you're thinking of a different track. That Skrillex track.
The Skrillex track, Turn the Lights On.
Turn
no,
up
not
the
that
lights.
one. Because that's out.
That came out right after.
No, there was another one. Which one?
There's the Skrillex song.
The Skrillex one. Yeah,
Skrillex.
Skrillex and Fred Again.
Yeah,
that one never came out.
That's the one he's saving for his album.
right.
When that drops finally,
Yeah,
that's gonna be
be huge.
Yeah.
Do you think this is like the new? I mean, I don't want to say new because it's still there. There's plenty of bass events out here, but do you think that's the new like that? Fred Again is the new Skrillex like dubstep era. This is it. This is what it sounds like now.
What is it? Is that dubstep? Is it dubstep that he does? What is it?
No.
I mean,
like
does this feel
sound.
reminiscent of like when dubstep became pop?
It
kind of reminds me a little bit of Hudson.
It's the last time there was a hype. So the hypes go in about 3 or 4 major moments. LaRue Scream remix of In for the Kill was a big moment where if that song played, when that song finally came out, it was an instant classic because everyone had been waiting for it so long. MGMT Kids Soul Wax remix was another one of those that was just being swapped around in different crews. You only had a 96 kbpm or 128, and it was a radio rip, and it had Annie Mac on there, or it had Jules Holland or something like that. When the 320 without the radio rip finally came out, that was a big moment. Pursuit of Happiness, Aoki remix was a big moment. That's why that song still has the longevity. Where Neek, I'm sure you can count hundreds of times where you heard it in the nightclub.
Yep.
And still goes off. Fisher losing it was the most recent big moment.
Yeah.
Where
losing it was huge. Yeah.
It was like that crossed over.
Mm-hmm.
There's a certain magic that gets that crossover because, as we know, 30,000 songs come out every day on Spotify.
Right.
And a lot of those just get sorted into that bin of this is house music. And that weekend warrior crowd wants nothing to do with it.
Mm-hmm.
Skrillex with Cinema, the Skrillex remix, that was another moment. But I think that biggest moment for us in a long time has been Fisher losing it.
Right.
Yeah.
For about 5 to 8 years.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder, because I haven't really been in the club. I wonder if I don't wonder, I know, but I wonder how often that Fred Again track got dropped. That Turn Off the Lights.
I play every set.
So I wonder, I wonder at the big room if they were playing it.
I don't know about
how many
good
big
and
DJs
bad though, because I've cleared a floor with that, and I've had it go off a little bit. Have you seen both sides of it?
What, where it goes off?
And then where it clears the floor.
I haven't had that many moments of where it cleared the floor.
That's what I think. That's what I think it would do in a smaller room. That's just my assumption. That's why I don't play it. I'm like, this is too.
Man, it's
like it's too big room.
No, man, it's when you get in that smaller room, in that confined room, and then that bass hits and that echo.
Yeah,
that echo, and there's nothing else behind it, and it's just reverbing out. That's it. It really does fill the room.
What do you bookend it with?
Some Jersey song.
Jersey, yeah.
Any
so the energy's already high,
yeah,
and then you sneak it in, and then
Jersey song, or even March Madness that has a drop.
Oh yeah,
because I know in a big room, like you could play a song like that where it takes out all the instrumentation and it's just that like vocal synth thing. Like you can light the room up with that. Like that's easily supplemented with production.
Like Love You Tonight.
Big lights and
Love Tonight shouts.
Yeah.
Like that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
In a big room, obviously they can do that with the lighting and
Oh, true.
Like that's what happens in those moments, like the chandelier drops or whatever.
100%.
So that'll be sick. And then on the drop, they make it huge with cryo and confetti and what have you. So I feel like in that setting it makes sense. But I never been like brave enough to play that in anywhere other than that kind of a setting.
Come out to Portland, I'll show you.
We did low-key get what we asked for. I know earlier in the year we kind of went on a tangent of being like, this music is too slow, it's boring, it's all codeine rap. We got our disco movement this year.
We did.
We sure the fuck did. Everybody's playing fast music.
And happy disco is back so hard.
Yes.
Between Dua Lipa, fucking Beyonce, Lizzo
Harry.
gets tons. Yes, Harry. You got a lot, Steve.
Purple.
Yeah, Purple Disco Machine. Yeah, I think
got a lot.
I think that's a product of the pandemic where everyone.
I thought you were going to say a product of us.
It's a product of us. This right here. I think everyone wanted to make happy music out of the pandemic.
Yeah.
Somehow. I mean, obviously rap is still very much in that slow and low lane. But
it's getting there though.
I don't know. I feel like rap is always going to have its many different paths and everybody's going to stay there.
It is, but you know
if we're talking like on a pop level, like that Drake and 21 Savage was very slow and low.
I think
also, Are we giving that a thumbs up or a thumbs down?
I'm giving it 2 thumbs up because I fucking love that album.
What, Rich
I
Flex?
absolutely love that
Or the
album.
whole album?
The whole
The
album.
entire album. I play way too many songs off that album.
I love the memes. I think they're so funny.
Yeah.
But
the
even
rollout
musically,
was
it's not that
genius.
bad. The musically, it's not bad. I still hate Circo Loco.
That Daft Punk sample is
Yeah.
atrocious.
Okay, so I
But
have
like one song that I don't like.
I have a Tatiana edit of that.
Or that
and
instrumental?
It goes.
I don't want anything to do with that instrumental.
No, not the instrumental. The Tatiana instrumental beat
Okay,
on top
cool.
of Drake and 21. And it goes.
Okay. See, I'd much rather a swap on that because that beat is just atrocious.
Send that over, Trav. I'm not opposed to that.
Buddy. I got
I'm not
you.
opposed to that.
Yeah, I got you.
It's it's been a good year for music, I think. You know, the only thing we didn't get is the Rihanna full release. Yeah. And we got a song that was just kind of like, okay.
Well,
it was interesting.
It's a big movie song.
It's interesting. Yeah. It's for a movie. Yeah. You know, everyone wanted birthday cake or something like that. You know,
it was like your party.
It's like you're not going to get your spicy TikTok song.
No. This was a favor. This was a Ryan Coogler, Chadwick Boseman favor to get her out of retirement. From what I heard was, of course she wasn't planning to put out anything because of the whole Super Bowl and whatnot. And Ryan Coogler, asked her, hey, you were friends with Chad, please, just come out and do this favor.
Who's our favorite guest we could see with Rihanna at the Super Bowl? Drake? What's my name?
Chris Brown.
Chris Brown?
Chris Brown.
I don't see that.
Hey,
that'd be crazy.
So they kicked him off. They kicked him off the AMAs, right? Okay. And then Kelly Rowlands accepted the award, and they tried to music her off the stage while accepting the awards, and she stopped him from that. She said Chris deserves his flowers. And then Rihanna just recently posted of her singing Under the Influence.
I remember she said, like, at one point she did come out and say something like forgiving him or something like that.
No, she posted Under the Influence, her singing it.
Oh, so maybe that's what it was. I don't know, man. That's
yesterday.
Crazy. Oh, so that just happened. Yeah.
Yes.
I don't know, man. I
don't think it'll happen. But I'm just putting it out there where some of the dots pointing to it.
That would be crazy. I'll say.
I want to see Drake for Work or What's My Name.
I do too.
Either or. Bryson
Tiller.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't care for Rihanna's music, so I just have no dogs.
Calvin.
Yeah.
Because so she can do like what she did on the VMAs.
She's got to do We Found Love.
Well, yeah, she could do all her genres and just bang them out.
Yeah.
So We Found Love will hit the house genre right there.
Top of the show.
Have we gone past the mark for getting Run This Town with the Throne?
Yeah, you ain't gonna get that. You ain't gonna get that one.
That's like a big no way.
You're gonna turn the entire Super Bowl fan base into Eagles fans.
That's gonna be a big no way.
Crazy.
Okay, hold up. Would that be worse than having Chris Brown on?
Right now,
I'd rather that. That's the one song I probably like. Actually, no way, because
okay.
That's what I'm saying. What do you think I was talking about?
No, I didn't think about it. I was just thinking about like songs I like.
About Jay-Z.
Yeah.
Nah, we can't have that song. We might as well just bring Chris. Just bring Chris.
Yo. Yeah.
Okay, so is the game going to be mad that Rihanna's doing the Super Bowl?
Why would the game be mad?
Well, the game was super pissed off that Dre didn't invite him on the Super Bowl stage.
Why would he?
Mad pissed.
What the fuck would the game be invited Did that when Snoop
because
Dogg?
because he had 50 Cent on, and he was saying that Dre produced my first album too.
Yeah, he did, but like 50 Cent was way bigger than the game. Sometimes you just gotta check yourself, bro. You
Game
just
is
gotta
funny, bro. The game is
Game's gotta
funny.
check himself and just think like, yo, you
The
weren't
game,
50
hey, the
Cent
game
big.
admitted, yeah, he admitted, he was like, yo, I really didn't realize that this rap thing was not real. He was like, I thought everything was real.
Yeah,
Everything
no.
that everybody was talking about, he's like, I thought it was real.
Well, wait. I want to back it up real quick and get into some Rihanna collaborations because
Okay,
I
let's do
think
this.
we breezed through it a little too quick. I'm going to start off with Neek's favorite, Rihanna and Eminem. Love the way you lie.
Oh my god.
We're getting a repeat Eminem at Super Bowl? No way.
No,
Hell no.
Run this town to no way.
no way.
What's my name? I could see happening. The Monster, Eminem and Rihanna, friends with the Monster. That's a no way.
No.
I hate Eminem's music so much after his second album.
Marshall
And
Mathers.
Marshall Mathers was the last good thing. And then
Fire.
after that, maybe
Fire.
the Eminem show, like, because I know people were still hanging on then. I was out, but like, ugh.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie though.
All of his motivational songs make me sick.
Toy
I'm not gonna
Soldiers.
lie though. I do drop the shook ones in the middle of the set from the movie.
From the 8 Mile soundtrack.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Parents have a real good a real nice marriage.
This is what you came for, Rihanna and Calvin, for sure.
Yeah.
That's a
This
for
is
sure.
That's
what
gonna
you
happen.
came here
I think
for.
Calvin is gonna be on the
I
stage.
forgot that song existed.
I think
Peter,
Calvin is
Peter.
gonna be on stage with the band.
Okay, I could see that.
I think so.
Umbrella, that's for sure, right? Jay-Z,
No,
Rihanna.
Yeah, but no
clouds.
Jay. No Jay.
No
She'll
Jay.
she'll
No
just do the
Jay.
chorus.
No J on that.
Who's that chick? David Guetta and Rihanna? Who's
I forgot
that
about
chick?
that. So no Calvin then?
Chick?
No,
No,
I
they
don't
wouldn't
think
do that.
that one's not.
Princess of China, Coldplay and Rihanna.
Oh God! I mean, with how much Jay-Z loves, what's his face,
Coldplay?
Chris Martin.
Yeah.
It could happen.
Take Care with Drake.
See, I think that could happen too.
Yeah. Can't remember to forget you with Shakira. No. Never see your
Shakira was
face.
just there, yeah.
Yeah, never see your face again with Maroon 5. I could see that.
That could happen.
With Adam.
Adam already did it.
I definitely think Wild Thoughts is going to happen with Bryson.
You think so?
I think so.
Yeah,
it's
I could see
so
that.
big.
Wild Thoughts was huge.
And then she
I don't
brings
think
out
Bryson will be on it,
Santana.
though.
I think she'll bring out Santana for Maria into
That'd be
Wild
dope
Thoughts.
if that happens.
That makes more sense than her bringing out Bryson.
Then Bryson.
I don't think she'll bring out
Khaled.
Bryson.
I don't think she'll bring out Khaled either.
All the Lights? No chance.
With everybody,
Which is huge. Which is
Everybody.
a huge.
That's so unfortunate, dude.
Massive
That's
song.
So unfortunate.
Live Your Life with T.I. I could see that.
Oh, dude, especially after today, you can't fucking play anything with Kanye.
You can't anything.
What? I don't.
Trav, are you still playing it?
Fuck yeah.
No, I've gotten
Yeah.
emails. No more Kanye.
Until I get that email from
you
one
do
of the
your thing.
owners, I'm still playing Kanye.
Loyalty with Kendrick.
No, he was just
everyone tilted their head at the same time
Because I want to see it happen. I want to see it.
Right.
You know,
It would be the
I don't think
coolest.
that's gonna happen. That's a cool song, but I don't think that's gonna happen at the Super Bowl.
4 or 5 seconds. No,
Bring out
maybe
Paul.
in another
Bring out Sir
lifetime.
Paul.
Yeah. Stay.
Stay.
Who's
With
that? DJ.
Mickey Echo.
Because I want you to stay. Oh yeah. I can see her doing the chorus or something on that.
Yeah.
A little melody.
Too Good, Drake. Yeah.
See, I can see them.
Lemon with NERD.
Yo,
I could
that'd
see
be
that.
dope if Drake came out to that song and then they just did their melody of their songs together.
Yeah.
Do.
S&M.
No, because the whole Balenciaga.
Oh yeah.
Backlash.
We Found Love. Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah. I think we're gonna get more. We're gonna get the big house cuts, the high energy cuts,
Yeah.
and then the slow jam sprinkled in. I could see like Stay or definitely like Work.
Yeah. Yeah.
You got to bring out Drake though for
You
Work.
got to.
You can't not
Has
have
Drake done a Super Bowl?
Nah.
That'd be crazy.
She deserves it.
She does.
She absolutely deserves it. She's got the chops for it, without a doubt.
Her and Jay got the entire NFL to change their profile pic.
They changed the profile picture?
Yeah, to her holding up the ball.
Oh, that's sick.
On IG.
That's sick. Yeah, that would have been I wonder if they do the Watch the Throne stuff without Kanye. That's pretty crazy. I don't think they'll do that though, because that's still Kanye production, right?
Yeah, I bet they go Umbrella and kind of nip that in the bud with that. I could see Lemon. I would love to see Lemon.
Yeah, because you can't. There's no way the NFL is letting anything that even slightly smells like Kanye West around.
No,
yeah,
no way.
I'm gonna say this: Pharrell deserves to be on that Super Bowl stage.
Yeah. Definitely, if they do Lemonade, Pharrell's up there.
Yeah.
Does Rihanna drop a new song during Super Bowl? I do believe she'll drop a new song that day.
I would.
Okay. You gotta. All eyes are on.
Oh, come back.
Oh, we lost him. If she drops a new song, she's got to drop a new song like that week or something. You can't drop it like
you drop a new song leading up to it. But okay, so do you drop a new song leading up to the game, right? And then do you, if it's received
like the
well,
day of,
do you do the song?
I think doing a brand new song on the stage of the Super Bowl is such a fucking like silly thing to do. Mm-hmm. Like worst time to play a song nobody knows.
But I do see a lot of artists opening, like they'll come out to their new song, like, and they'll just do like a chorus of it, and then they'll get into their shit.
For Super Bowl?
No, not for Super Bowl. I'm just saying, like different.
I mean,
different
I've seen
angles.
it before. I just feel like the Super Bowl is the last time not the last time you ever want to do that.
Fair.
I feel like for Super Bowl, you just want to get, because the people who care about the halftime performance are the people who don't care about football.
That is true.
So it's all of our girlfriends and wives and kids and shit like that.
And
so you're not hitting them with new music. You're hitting them with the hits.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously we care about the Super Bowl performance, but really, like for the majority, I feel like the people who are really invested, it's not the dudes who are real hardcore football guys. It's the fucking the spouses of said gentlemen who are bored as fuck at the party.
Let me put this out here because I know that you're not a real big football watcher, though.
No.
Odell has some decisions to make.
What's going on with Odell?
So Odell is coming off of his ACL injury from the Super Bowl.
Oh yeah, disclosure. We lost Colin.
We did lose Colin. Yeah,
that's why we're doing sports talk.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so we here. So let's get this out before he comes back there. So Odell's a free agent, looking for a spot, and he is looking for a long-term deal. Now, the spots that he is looking for are Super Bowl contenders. So
obviously,
we're looking at Dallas. He's meeting with Dallas. He's going to meet with New York Giants. So going back home, he's going to meet with the Buffalo Bills,
who are kicking ass.
And there's one more that I am forgetting about, I think.
Do you feel like Odell's a liability?
No. Everybody in the locker room loves him.
Okay.
Everybody
loves him. Is he washed?
We won't know until he gets back out on the field.
Okay.
But his presence alone is enough.
I think Odell's great. I like Odell. I know a lot of people thought he was washed, but he got that injury, so now it's like really hard to tell.
He was about to be MVP of that Super Bowl.
Yeah. Who else did I? Who did I send you today? Antonio Brown. Antonio Brown is facing charges.
Antonio Brown is facing charges. I
He
don't
got a
want to get
warrant.
too far into this,
We don't want
but
to get too far, but he to as of yesterday, I think he's got a warrant.
yeah.
For
Whatever.
for a battery charge, not
For-
a domestic charge.
For battery charge.
We're laughing because the circumstances don't seem so
Right. If
egregious.
any other,
they don't seem that bad.
they don't. But of course,
That's
it's
all.
Antonio Brown.
But it's Antonio Brown.
So we're gonna blow everything out of proportion. Antonio Brown's.
Do you think
NFL
Antonio
version.
Brown will ever end up back in the league?
No,
Me
he's
neither.
done.
I think he's done.
He's done. He is,
which is unfortunate because not washed, not
at all,
not even close. That
not
guy
at
was
all.
great.
But that brain might be washed.
That brain is washed, clean, squeaky clean. That brain is as smooth as eggs.
Yeah. There ain't no wrinkles in that brain. Man.
I came back in at the perfect time. I don't know what the fuck y'all talking about.
We're talking about Antonio Brown.
Sports.
As soon as you left, we started talking about sports.
I had a full internet dropout. I don't even know what the hell happened.
We were talking about speaking of the Super Bowl, football.
Yeah. Fucking do it. I mean, Bears aren't going to be in it, so that's all I care about.
We ain't going to be in it, man. I honestly think that we need to shut down Justin Fields for the rest of the year, but
I should just shut down the NFL till the Bears can compete. Everybody take a seat.
Fam, we've been competing.
Has it been a good year for the Bears?
It hasn't been good, but it's been a year in which we have our guy.
I mean, that's something.
And this is the first time since Sid Lickman, man. Like we have our guy, and this is the first time we don't have to worry about the quarterback going into the offseason.
Wow.
You actually build a team now. So
you got something.
Yeah. And he's a guy. Justin is a guy.
He's a guy.
That's great.
He's a guy.
Yeah, because I know it's painful being a Bears fan.
Fucking garbage.
It's painful, but
even when they were in the Super Bowl, it was like I told y'all, like I mouthed off during the Hester kick return, first play touchdown. Like,
oh wait a minute, were you in Indy at the time?
I was in Indy. I was the only one wearing I was in Evansville, Indiana, so even further south, which is only Colts territory.
Yeah.
And I look like a stooge. I showed my whole ass in the first seconds of the game.
I did too, bro. Don't even worry about it.
Yeah. I was flexing my muscles and walking around, doing showed my whole
I was
ass,
doing the Super Bowl shuffle.
Yeah, I think I had my jersey. I was wearing like a Urlacher jersey or something at the time.
Halfway.
I had it like halfway up off the
old Method Man.
yeah, just like being a ham. And I apologize. I come here to apologize. Like we weren't. They were who they thought we were.
Yeah, man.
We weren't who we thought they were. Whatever,
Man, we really tried to win the Super Bowl with Rex Grossman and Kyle Orton as backup.
Made it.
Made it.
Wild.
Made it. First time two black coaches faced each other in the Super Bowl. Smith.
Lovey-dovey.
He is still the first black coach to reach the Super Bowl. Let's fucking go. Yeah. Because he technically did it the day before Tony Dungy did. So let's go.
Let's go. Before we wrap it up, gentlemen, one song from each of us for the podcast playlist.
Ooh. Okay. So we got
boom, boom, boom.
One Mic, One Gun, Nas featuring 21 Savage.
I knew it. I knew you were gonna say it.
I wanted to do that one.
21.
Can you do something for me?
So
my entry today is Big Brown Eyes by Benny Sings.
Oh, hey. Oh, yeah.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Not mad at that at all.
Me neither.
Yeah.
In honor of my Spotify Wrapped, I'm gonna put on. Never mind. Hold on. I can't do that. I'm not gonna do that. Give me a second. Now let me go to my recently liked. Okay. HP Vince. Oh my love. It's a house track.
Oh, I know this dude.
Sample of Luther Vandross.
Yeah, he's got September and All Night Long samples.
He makes a lot of like disco house stuff. I like this
Yeah.
one.
What's the song called again? Sorry.
All My Love.
All My Love.
Or Oh My Love, sorry.
Oh My Love. Okay. Got it.
Well, gentlemen, another fantastic episode. We will be back next week with a special guest. I got a couple people in mind. We've been doing boys only episodes, which has been fun for the holidays. This is that weird in between time between Thanksgiving and Christmas where you're like, what do I do?
Hold on, time out. Thanksgiving really fucked me up this year, man.
We didn't talk all about how our Thanksgivings were.
Thanksgiving was great, but it really fucked up my sleep schedule with having multiple dinners while in between multiple dinners being full and having the food coma naps in between. And then your sleep schedules are all fucked up at night because you're still full.
Right.
My sleep schedule got fucked up and I did not realize it was because of Thanksgiving. You're right.
Right. It was a mess.
I'm eating turkey for I'm done today. Last night I said I'm done.
That's where y'all went wrong. Don't fuck with the turkey.
It's delicious.
It's delicious, man.
I'm not gonna not eat turkey.
You get it right, bro.
I did seafood.
Good work, though. I like that. I like that choice.
A little seafood.
I like that choice.
I think next year my family has discussed. We're like, what if we just didn't do Thanksgiving food and we just did like
Taco Bell?
We were talking about pasta. We were talking about an Italian Thanksgiving.
Oh, that's good. That's great.
And I was like, I'm not entirely mad at that as long as we still have the dessert.
Hey, should the boys do Thanksgiving together in Vegas next year?
Yeah, let's do a Friendsgiving. Let's put together a Friendsgiving next year.
Actually,
let's do a party.
Yeah. Hey, Uncle Warren, if you listening,
yeah,
we letting you know a year in advance. Okay?
The boys are gonna be in town.
1 year out.
Yeah.
I like that idea.
I think that's a great idea.
Turkey trot.
5-on-5 turkey trot.
There we go.
It's in the books.
Yeah. Soulful strut.
Turkey trot. Oh, hey.
Yeah.
I like that. Cutso, don't take it.
I'm down. Oh, yeah.
We
got to get Cutso back on the
we
show.
Do.
Yeah,
we do. I was just talking to somebody about Cutso too the other day.
Yeah,
He's the best guy in the world.
Yeah. I like that guy a lot. I think we can wrap it up here.
Definitely.
Gentlemen, everyone stay safe. Everyone enjoy the rest of your week. This is probably dropping, I don't know, this week sometime. And we'll see you soon. Love the way you lie.
Forever.
Oh.
There you go.
Here, I'll give you